いよいよ本日9月28日、東京ディズニーランドにニューファンタジーランドがオープンいたします。これまで安全と安心を考慮しながら準備を進めてまいりましたが、無事この日を迎えることができますのも、今まで東京ディズニーリゾートを支えてくださった全ての皆様によるご支援の賜物であると深く感謝申し上げます。本当にありがとうございます。さて、このエリアは美女と野獣、魔法の物語をはじめさまざまな施設から出来上がっております。まるで映画の世界に入り込んだような体験を通して皆様に夢のようなひとときをお過ごししていただけると思います。私たちは1983年4月東京ディズニーランドオープン以来、永遠に完成することのないパークを追求し、その後も東京ディズニーシーやディズニーホテルなど多くの施設を誕生させ、現在の東京ディズニーリゾートに至るまで成長し続けてまいりました。これからも世界中でここだけしか体験することができないオンリーワンのリゾートを目指して、東京ディズニーリゾートを一層進化させてまいります。ぜひ今後の東京ディズニーリゾートにご期待ください。
本日東京ディズニーランドに新たな魅力が加わります。ディズニー映画「美女と野獣」の世界を五感を使って思う存分ご体験ください。さあ、新しい物語の始まりです。
The Happy Ride with Baymax is the first ride attraction featuring Baymax from Big Hero 6. And of course, Baymax is a healthcare robot who, on the road to making people healthy, he first makes them happy. And we think that that combination is what we've delivered in this ride.
So one of the cool things about Happy Ride with Baymax is that we've been able to create 6 original songs just for this attraction. One of the neat things that Imagineers get to do sometimes, we get to create original songs for our attractions. And you know, Pirates of the Caribbean, Haunted Mansion, Small World, we have a rich history of creating original music that becomes associated with the Disney park experience. So we're really excited that our guests are going to be able to come and experience these new songs that were created just for them and for this attraction.
And those new songs are going to be featured in a brand new way on the ride, because there will be this amazing light show attached to these unique songs that's unique just to each song. So even the guests who are just off board watching this ride happen are going to get a lot of happiness from it. So Minnie Style Studio is where Minnie Mouse works. And Minnie Mouse is an international fashion designer, and she often also models some of her unique designs.
Well, I think when people are walking through the queue, they'll go into the workroom and they're not going to miss Figaro, which you may know is Minnie's cat. And Figaro is going to be kind of hiding, but he'll pop up and everyone will get a good look at him. But what I think people should pay attention to is actually his paw prints. And you can see how he made his way through the workroom, and he, made things a little messy and kind of wrecked things a little bit for Minnie in a playful way. So they should kind of follow Figaro's paw prints backwards to see where he came from.
I think one of my favorite things about Mini Style Studio is actually a trophy case that actually sits behind the desk of Minnie's receptionist. And so these are awards and trophies that Minnie has received from all around the globe, internationally, for her many accomplishments in fashion. They're quite funny.
So when guests enter Belle's village, they're going to feel like they're actually walking through the beginning of that classic animated film. They'll see Maurice's cottage, and they'll walk past Gaston's tavern and the bookshop that you might remember from the beginning of the film where Belle went and got that book, and then walk off into the forest, and they'll see the Beast Castle looming up ahead of them, dark and foreboding and kind of mysterious. And really, the experience of moving through that space, they're going to feel like Belle and the way she started off on her big adventure at the beginning of that movie.
And I think one of the most fun parts of our job, and for the rest of the Imagineers, is to bring these animated worlds that were once only seen in 2D on screen and bring them to life in a very realistic yet fantastic way, so that even though they look like they've been there for hundreds of years and it's somewhere in a wonderful little village in France, it very much feels like something that reminds them of the original film. And of course, one of the biggest ingredients of this fantastic attraction is the classic music from the original Beauty and the Beast film from the 90s. Of course, that wonderful music by Howard Ashman and Alan Menken is everlasting. Kids today still are singing those songs, Be Our Guest and Something There, and of course Beauty and the Beast. So we know that's what the guests are expecting, so we're going to deliver that in a brand new way, and we've even created a vehicle that enhances that music and that experience of that music.
So one of the cool things about this attraction is we have sort of the next generation of audio animatronics figures. And I think when you see the figures in this attraction, they're going to be so much more impressive than anything you've ever seen before. Hello, I'm Jim Clark, and I am the senior producer for Tokyo Disneyland Expansion.
And I'm Ted Robledo. I'm the Executive Creative Director for the Tokyo Disneyland Expansion.
You know, I think that quote from Walt really kind of sums up why we exist. Why do we even have Imagineers? Well, the wonderful thing about Disneyland, and the reason that Walt Disney wanted to create Disneyland in the first place, is he was kind of frustrated when he had to finish a film and he would say, and it went off to the world and it was done, and maybe if there was something he later didn't like about it, he couldn't change it.
Disneyland and the rest of the Disney parks around the world offer to the guest is that these stories can continue, right, through the worlds that we have the privilege of helping to create and bring to our guests. And best of all, it's the guests coming to these spaces that create new stories.
Well, I think that 2020 is going to be the beginning of a new era for Tokyo Disney Resort. I'm excited about the guests getting to see it. We're really thrilled. We're really looking forward to that moment when they're going to come through the gates and they're going to see the things that we've been working on, you know, behind the scenes all these years and see it for the first time.
So, things that are new, Baymax. We've never celebrated Baymax like we're going to with this expansion ever before in any of our other parks. So we get to bring something new to the Minnie Mouse story. And of course, Beauty and the Beast, which has been around now for many decades. That's a story that just continues to be loved around the world. And we know the Tokyo guests love Beauty and the Beast. So we're so excited to help bring that story to life with them here.